Hello and welcome once again in our new video. Real Madrid's Bellingham settles thriller to leave Manchester City on ropes. Pep Guardiola had made the point that it was impossible to control Real Madrid's front four. You can only hold out for so long against them, the Manchester City manager suggested. They tend to find a way. This Madrid victory was built on their cut and thrust up front, the slickness of their bursts, the sheer speed of them. For a good while, it felt as though Erling Haaland would be the story, another striker who is not in the business of being shackled. The City No. 9 had drawn blanks in all four of his previous Champions League ties against Madrid. He had a point to prove, and he proved it, twice putting his team in front, the second for two, one coming from the penalty spot after Phil Foden, on as a substitute, had been fouled by Dani Ceballos. Even total Haaland cannot stop Manchester City's continuing nightmare. It merely stirred Madrid to greater efforts. How were they behind? They had created so much. The City goalkeeper, Ederson, excelling in his efforts to keep them at bay. Kylian Mbappe, the central point of the Madrid front line, had scored the first equalizer, albeit with a finish that owed more to luck than judgment. Now Madrid pushed again. They refused to accept they would not take a lead back to the Bernabeu for the second leg of this playoff tie. Leading the way was Vinicius Jr., who was simply frightening off the left. Rodrigo was not bad on the other flank either. Ancelotti's team got their second equalizer towards the end when they worked the ball to Vinicius on the inside right, and his shot was pushed out by Ederson, but only as far as another substitute, Brahim Diaz, who shot home. Diaz, the former City player, did not celebrate. The move had begun with a loose pass. The winner came in stoppage time, and if Madrid left it late, few people could say they did not deserve it. City have capitulated too many times this season, and more fingers will be pointed at them. But it was more about Madrid's talent, their remorselessness. City could not live with it. Guardiola had made an enforced change at the interval, Rico Lewis coming on for the injured Manuel Akanji at right back, and Vinicius gave him a torrid time. Vinicius punished him decisively at the last. It was a poor pass back by Mateo Kovacic, who had also entered as a substitute. But Lewis was on his heels, slow to react. Vinicius nicked the ball away from him and flicked on the afterburners. When he chipped over Ederson, it was Jude Bellingham, the final member of the Fab Quartet, playing as a No. 10 when Madrid had possession, who raced in to tap into the unguarded net. Who else, as Bellingham might have put it? The tie needed no hype, but it got it all the same. A Clásico. Carlo Ancelotti had called it, and it did not disappoint. The history between the clubs pulsed, the epic showdowns, especially in the previous 3 seasons. 1 quarter-final, 2 semi-finals, meetings that defined the competition, the winners going all the way to lift the trophy. City once, Madrid twice. Manchester City 2, 3 Real Madrid. Champions League playoff player ratings. There was also the more recent Ballon d'Or schmozzle, Madrid having boycotted the ceremony after City's Rodri won rather than Vinicius. The City fans had a jibe at the ready in the shape of a pre-match tifo. "Stop crying your heart out," ran the words above an image of Rodri kissing the trophy. There were Ballon d'Or-based taunts and boos from the home crowd for Vinicius. On reflection, perhaps it was not that wise. Madrid were bright at the outset. Vinicius sashayed around one challenge to release Mbappe, who saw Ederson save his shot, and moments later the City goalkeeper denied Vinicius at close quarters. On the rebound, Ferland Mendy's effort was blocked in front of the line by Nathan Ake. City were in front when Jack Grealish, given a rare start, lobbed a lovely ball into the area for Josko Gvardiol, who chested down for Haaland to finish. Was Haaland offside? The video assistant referee took an age to check before clearing him. Sadly, Grealish did not last much longer, injury forcing him off. Vinicius rattled the crossbar after a step over and a slide inside, while there was a flurry from the visitors before the interval. Federico Valverde, playing at right back as Ancelotti contended with a defensive injury crisis, banged a shot high. Mbappe twice went close. The second attempt steered wastefully over. For City, Foden worked Thibaut Courtois from distance, and Akanji looped a header onto the top of the crossbar from a corner. This is the end of the video. If you like this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. We will definitely answer them. Thank you. See you in the next video.